We showed up here a couple days ago and we got stuck in the sand when we pulled up. And we decided, you know what, this is a great spot, so we decided to stay here. We didn't worry about it. But now we're ready to leave, and we're gonna show you what we do to get out of the sand. All we need is our hands and a valve stem remover. And we can do it all, and we'll be able to pull right out of here. So watch this. What we're gonna do, you always want to carry a valve stem remover when you come into these places. So if you've never heard of a valve stem remover, it looks like that, okay? You pull the cap off your valve stem and there's a core inside of there. You stick this in there and you twist it left, counterclockwise, and it'll pull that valve stem out. Now, you want to be really careful that you don't drop that valve stem core in the sand, because you'll never find it. It's really tiny. So I always bring extra valve stem cores with me. It's just a good practice to have because you never know when you're gonna lose one. Come over to your valve stem cap, pull your cap off, and then you take your remover and you stick it in there and you twist it around until it slips into the notch, see? You can feel it slip into that notch, and then crack it loose and start twisting, and you'll hear it start to hiss. And you want to keep pressure on it going this way because the air will push the valve stem out and that thing will get buried in the sand. So that right there is your valve stem core. It's very, very easy to lose. So we're going to go down to 15 psi. And what that's going to do is it's going to give our tires a lot of bulge, more surface area to grab the sand and float on top. So periodically, I'll take my pressure gauge, put it on there, check my pressure. Then when I get out of here, I'm going to go to the closest gas station and fill up my tires back to 80 psi there. So now we're at 35 psi, and it'll slow down as it gets lower in pressure. So when you get close, you want to put your valve stem core back in, double check your pressure. See, we went a little bit too far. We're down at 12 psi, but that's okay. You can go down to about 8 psi before you lose a bead. Losing a bead means the thing that seats the tire against the rim here is your bead. And if there's not enough pressure on the sidewall with the air inside, then that bead will come loose and all the air pressure will escape in between the tire and the rim. And then you're really in trouble. So you don't want to do that. So I probably waited too long to put the valve core in because I'm on camera and I got distracted. So I would suggest putting your valve core back in around 20 psi, and then what you can do is you can take the other end of your screwdriver and just press it in like that, and then it'll release the pressure a little bit slower. It's easier to control that way. So that's pretty much it. You do that to all your tires. And then the next thing that we'll do is dig out the back side of the tire, and we're gonna back out of here instead of going forward because the harder sand is towards the beach. So we're gonna take the path of least resistance. You want to make sure that you clear away all the sand. You don't want that stuff getting in the way. So we got all the tires aired down. The next step is we want to dig out the sand on the backside so we have a ramp to drive up on. So we're just going to take our hands, just dig the sand out. This side there. Okay. Okay, so the way you drive out of here is really important. What you don't want to do is spin the tires a whole bunch and cause yourself to get deeper, because that just gets you in trouble. You're better off, if you can't get out, just stay there and wait for somebody to come in with a strap or a winch or something and pull you out. The deeper you dig, the harder it is to pull out, the more likely you are at damaging your vehicle when you do find somebody to help you out. We're going to try to get a running start and just keep our power going and keep it going out of here. But if I feel that the tires are spinning and it's not going anywhere, I stop immediately and I give up and I come up with a different plan. So much. Nice to meet you too. When you get stuck, air pressure is everything. Lower your air pressure, but not too much. Once you get off the beach, you go to your closest gas station, fill your tires back up, and you're good to go.